Hi there, I'm Sandra and I'm the crafty hairdresser. I'm going to show you how I make this really nice acetate window card. First of all, I'm starting with like a really deep red, almost probably quite like maroon, possibly the colour. And what I've done is I've cut two rectangles identical. And I'm going to just tape them together just so that when I'm cutting out the shapes that they're in exactly the same place, because there's going to be acetate going in the middle. As you can see, I've cut out a flower. I was actually going to cut out a couple of flowers, but there just wasn't enough room, so I started trying to come up with like a different layout using like the holly leaves and things like that. So that's actually what I ended up doing, just trying to come up with a nice pattern that kind of makes sense in my head. Yeah, so as you can see that, and then I think the other little ones it's meant to be like little berries or something, so just to fill in some of the spaces as well. It's looking really good. Now I'm going to use my Spellbinders Glimmer plates. These are the Yanis Makula, it's like Winter Wishes or Winter Sentiments or something. And then also my rectangle ones, the sort of fancy rectangles. Again, I'm not entirely sure of the proper name. I'm just going to, it's not even to make it like a proper rectangle shape or anything. I just want to add some gold to the front of it just to make it look a little bit fancier. So I'm kind of doing a hinge technique that I've seen Yanis Makula doing as well, just to try and position the plate properly on the card and then sandwich the foil in between. Please excuse the noise as well, I'm trying to cut foils for starting my work today. And also, once I've done this sort of the rectangle sort of ones, I'm going to use one of the sentiments from the Yanis Makula set, and it says Silent Night, Holy Night, and it's just really tiny. You can barely see it actually at the bottom, but I just thought I'd add it anyway. So that's the hinge technique that I was talking about. I still seem to be able to make a dog's dinner of it, but never mind. And then I'm just adding on the sort of middle parts of these rectangles as well, just to give some gold detailing throughout the whole card. And that's, I've cut a bit of acetate with the same rectangle die so that they're all the sheets are exactly the same. So this is actually a technique that I saw Jennifer Maguire doing, placing the piece of paper at the corner of the stamping platform and then putting acetate and then the other layer over the top, and basically you can't go wrong. Only I can go wrong, I still managed to muck it up, so honestly, I'm terrible. But I did manage to, once I'd done the acetate and I managed to trim the excess off of that bit I'd mucked up, I did actually manage to put the top layer on okay. So hopefully with a wee bit of practice I'll be fine. I can't believe I actually managed to muck up that as well. You can't really see here, but unbelievable. here you can see that kind of worked out quite well, that one. And this is a card base, and then just at the very top there's just a little lip, so it's only like one side of the card base with a little lip hanging over, and that's the wee bit that attaches to the front panel. And I used my ruler just to sort of rub the tape right in, so hopefully it won't come off. You can just see it looks really nice. And then what I've done is another technique by Jennifer Maguire, popping the die cut like sort of face down into the acetate bit with adhesive on the back, and then close the card base, and it goes in exactly the right bit, so that when you open the card and close the card, it's sitting exactly behind the window, which I thought was a really, really good tip. Just adding little bits of glue there, just a tiny amount so it doesn't seep out over the acetate or anything. And look just how perfect does that sit, it's amazing. And then just actually in the middle of the flower there on the outside, I'm going to put like at the middle of the flower basically, just to make it look a little bit more finished. I've foiled Merry Christmas and cut it out with the die cut, and I've layered it up with about 3 different bits of card, and then also gold card underneath it as well, just to give it a little bit of a shadow. I'm really, really pleased with this card. I really hope you've liked it. I'm really sorry if the noise in the background's distracted you, I'm just trying to multitask. Thank you so much if you've watched it all the way through with me. If you have and you've enjoyed it, please like it, please subscribe, leave me a comment, and just thanks again. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.